Welcome, my kings, queens, and fellow nomadic leaders. My name is Hana, or Hanako, or whatever, but whatever, and you're here on Nerdy Nekamo, which... Okay, look, today's video is going to be a reaction video to one of my favorite creators, Rai, and also my internet fiance, so... Yeah, I have not done a reaction video to one of hers in way too long. I planned on even doing one back with the Christmas coloration. I wanted to get all of them done, and then my mental health went. But it's okay because I did a responsible thing and took a break, so I'm proud of myself. But now we're back. Everything is okay, more or less. It's okay enough that I'm here and I'm excited to do another reaction video after forever. And Rai sent me one that I have not seen yet because I wanted to do a reaction video to it. That's the thing. Oh god, that's the bad part, right? Because I want to watch Rai's videos. I love Rai's videos. But I stopped watching them so that I could react to them, and I couldn't react to them because I was in a bad place, and now... In conclusion, I missed out on a lot, and now we need to make up for that. So, today's video is called Trapped by the Sound of Raindrops. It's Liev Yaku, as Rai says it. I like to call it Yaku Liev. But regardless, I love the ship. There's just one thing, because it's one of Rai's videos, we need an emotional support animal. We just do. It's for a fact. If we watch Rai's videos, we need emotional support animals. Okay. Well, plushies. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. Looking fancy. God, I hope my camera can keep up. Are we ready? We'll see. It says Herd Comfort. I didn't even know Rai knew that Herd Comfort exists, but apparently she does. So, let's see what her comfort looks like. Nervous, but we got this. Cool. Loving the intro. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh wait, that's a bit too loud. Okay.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and like the video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button for more content. Thank you for watching.
Rai is awesome and she deserves it.
Hello everyone, I thought I would surprise you with a random Liev Yaku one-shot that isn't even on the layout for December. And yes, this is actually
December. I'm so far behind. You know, this is the one and only time where I'm happy that Rai does not post as many videos. Because if that were the case, I'd be, oh my god, I am so behind. Oh, I'm so sorry.
a one-shot, and it's fluff. Sort of. This piece was quite of an experiment, and I also had the free time. This will also be the fluff given to you to basically just be the only fluff for Liev Yaku for quite a bit because of the upcoming You Are My Mother 2 Part 13 on December 24th. Wait, that's Christmas Eve. I don't think I planned that well.
Do more fluff,
let's
right?
just go ahead and get to this. Yes!
We need more fluff. But okay, I have high hopes for this, I think.
It was Liev's first day attending Nakama, and also his first day playing for the boys' volleyball team. Oddly enough, he made the team with no prior experience. His height was just an extreme advantage that the team was willing to work with. Liev never minded. It was nice having something to do after school.
We love Liev. It's just
he never bothered to remember any faces during tryouts, being too focused on trying to not make a fool out of himself. So it was like he first caught glimpse of the libero once the captain introduced the two.
I'm almost giddy. This is just... I'm nervous, but the good kind.
Liev, this is a fellow third year, our libero, Yaku.
I love this ship.
Liev's rushing green eyes connected instantly to the smallest hazelnut ones.
So cute.
For only a slight moment, it was as if time itself had stopped, and it was only those two in the gym.
Stop it. Love at first sight.
The sound of balls hitting the floor, and the squeaking of volleyball shoes skidding on the court, and even the captain's obnoxious laughing seemed far away. almost non-existent.
Kuro. Poor Kuro.
A wave of warmth and comfort washed over him, and not that stuffy kind you get in the boys' locker room. This was an unexplainable warmth, nor did it need to be explained. He'll be the one teaching you how to receive.
Receive the arrow of love. Okay, that was...
Hi, Yaku-san.
My
He
bad.
cleared his throat, almost certain that his voice cracked at some point in that sentence. Hello, love. So, how...
I feel like Leah's awkward nature is rubbing off on me. God, this video is a bad influence. I love
How
it.
much do you know about receiving?
Nothing.
About that. You know nothing? Kuro broke into another round of laughter, sending Lev into a pit of embarrassment.
Lighting us.
While it was true, it didn't need to be announced to the world. He wouldn't be surprised if the competing teams heard that.
Well, that just means you need to spend a lot of time, just the two of you, as to practice, of course. Yes. That's how ships are made.
Noticing this, Yaku sighed. Well, there's no helping it. I suppose everyone starts from somewhere. Yaku held out his hand.
The disappointment.
If we work together, you should be in great shape before our first game, especially with that height.
Okay, no, I know I'm interrupting a lot, but like, hear me out. I can actually see Yaku starting off with this kind of enthusiasm, maybe a little bit more of anger because Liev is so tall, and this is, just standard. If someone's taller than you as a very small person, you first have to meet them with anger, especially someone like Yaku. That's rules. But I can actually imagine this happening. The question is, how long did this optimism last? Tell me in the comments. Because my guess is like 5 seconds. He saw his first receive and was like, nope.
The middle blocker smiled, taking his hand, feeling sparks ignite in the pad of his fingertips. This was going to be interesting.
Don't tell Raya about this.
Mav was in the shower. Feeling exhausted, he sat down at the bottom of the tub with the shower still running.
I don't like that music.
He watched as those drops of water would beat down onto his bare skin before they fell down.
Okay, I like that writing.
It was a satisfying work of art that he could stare at and ponder for days on end. In just the week that Lev had known Yaku, he's made one note about the Libero. He was a book, bursting with jokes, secrets, and sweet words, but they were all kept locked away with many walls enforced about the book. Yaku reminded the Russian of a white flower. When that flower gets wet, it becomes more transparent with
I
regret
love that
and
flower.
loss. He wonders if it's a dew that made the flower wet, or rather, the Libero's tears.
Oh my god.
The Libero would smile in his cunning way, deceiving everyone in broad daylight. But not Lev. Lev knew that he was gay and had known for years even. While he was still in the closet, that never stopped the feelings that he felt. One thing was for sure. Lev fell in love with the Libero.
Yes.
He stood up from the bottom of the tub and continued on with the shower, already planning how to deceive everyone of his own love.
Deceive. I'm confused.
It was after a practice, already a month into being on the team. While Lev did his best to keep his distance, it was hard whenever Yaku was basically his personal coach. And with time, the shorter was able to soften his facade and let Lev in a bit more than prior times. The burning passion of his love started from a small ember that sparked once their fingers touched one another.
Like, I'm so invested with this, and I love how Rai says it, like how she reads it out. It's just, I have goosebumps.
Now it was a burning inferno, sending a wave of feelings he'd never recognized before. He develops crushes all of the time, and they would fade away. This was no different, right?
Yeah,
no matter how many times he said that internally, it was obvious the way his heart would skip a beat seeing that beautiful smile of the latter's. So, Lev. Yes, Yaku-san? Even the way his name was said sent chills up his spine, and you could feel his ears burning.
This is so cute.
Do you have a girlfriend? That was an absolute hilarious question. His own crush was asking if he was seeing someone. While he wasn't publicly out, it was still an interesting question. Nah, I don't have time for any of that.
Wrong answer.
What about you?
Wrong answer. Your answer says, nah, and I'm not looking. That is the wrong answer. Yeah. Do you want me to get mad at you? Because this is how I'm getting mad at you, if you stupid stuff like that.
He laughed. Not anymore. Right before you showed up, I got out of a nasty relationship with my ex. Looking back, it's probably because I spent so much time at the gym for volleyball. The taller clenched his jaw. She sounds like a douchebag. He laughed to lighten the mood. Well, they're actually a he.
Oh my god, I love that chuckle. That sounded so cute.
Did he hear that right? He turned to look at the libero, who was smiling. You... The older laughed, seeing the latter's perplexed expression, sending the butterflies in the taller stomach to go on a rampage. Yeah, I'm bisexual. Yaku stilled, seeing the taller's expression not change. Is that a problem? No, that's good. I just... Did he have the courage? Could he?
Protect me, Arb.
I've never told anyone this, but... Yaku sat back, patiently waiting on him while the middle blocker seemed to be fidgeting with his fingers. I'm gay. His voice was so small, Libero didn't hear him. What was that?
Say it again.
I'm gay.
Yes! Right answer.
But please, don't tell my sister.
What? Why not your sister?
She wouldn't understand.
What? No, wait. We like her.
Yaku has seen the older woman at practice matches and was well acquainted with her, as she was a very friendly girl.
What?
Is she homophobic? Lev thought on that. I don't know.
So...
Our parents are never home, so it was my sister that raised me for the most part. Her opinion is everything to me. He smiled sadly, with his white locks dancing in the wind, even his green eyes creased in a torn look. I don't think I can bear a negative response. Yaku didn't know how to respond to that. Instead, he grabbed the middle blocker's hand and offered a reassuring squeeze.
This is so cute.
It'll be okay. No matter what you decide to do, just know that I'll support you. This beautiful sentiment made the back of his eyes sting. Thank you.
Don't get me wrong, I like the writing. But that sentence threw me off. The back of his eyes sting. Like, the bag? Like, the other side of the eyeball. The images. It's alright. Just focus.
Truly. It was cold out. It was the unbearable weather in between the season of fall and winter.
I love the music.
So the rain that followed would feel like ice pellets entering your skin with a strong wind that sounded like daggers in mid-flight. Luckily, it seemed the rain had yet to begin, although the deep dark clouds told him that it wasn't far until the sky will let loose. It was late in the afternoon. Lev was walking to the gym to meet up with Yaku for extra practice on the weekend. After entering the gym, he pulled layers of clothing from him. Being inside the gym was much warmer than outside. Including the fact that Yaku made him feel warm inside with his heart pounding a million miles an hour.
Cute.
Hey Lev, do you mind helping me with getting the equipment out? He smiled, hearing the smaller in the storage closet. Alright, Yaku-san. He chuckled, throwing his bag off of his shoulder, running into the closet, accidentally knocking the object holding the door open. Wait, that... He was interrupted with the door slamming shut. Oops. That's okay, we can just... He twisted the handle, all in vain.
I love this. Okay,
Yaku
cool.
sighed. The door locks when it's closed. That's why it was held open.
Getting trapped in
So,
a closet together. I mean, that is so... it's at the same time ironic because Liev is still technically in the closet. Now they're locked in the closet together. I love this.
you're locked in. Precisely. Left cheeks.
Oh god, okay. Dips, I bet either Kuro is going to find them and it's gonna be hilarious, or Kenma is going to find them and they're going to be lucky if he doesn't tell Kuro.
Blushed involuntarily, and he hated it. He should be focused on trying to get out or calling for help, but he couldn't help but think that he was stuck in a small storage room with his crush. Yaku slumped to the ground. There isn't much we can do. My phone is out there.
It's getting better and better.
Oh, I have mine. He reached for his bag before remembering he threw it against the wall just before. Never mind. He slid down the locked door, hiding his head into his hands. I'm sorry, Yaku-san. Yaku laughed underneath his breath.
Oh, so cute.
Don't worry about it. It happens. This isn't the first time anyways. So much.
I love this depiction of Yaku. Like, so often he's the more grumpy and conflicted boyfriend, which I get it. I don't like it when it tips over to the point where it's constant conflict to the point where it's almost toxic. So getting a good Yaku representation is hard, and I love this version of him. Like, oh my, yes, that.
We're getting some practice in though. They both laughed at the whole situation when the first pitter-patters of the rain fell from the sky onto the tin roof of the gym. They both made small talk, realizing that it would be a while before the two would get out.
The music change.
Hey. Huh? He hummed. Have you ever been in love? The taller froze. How did they always end up talking about their love life?
Yeah, little hint, if someone like stirs the reaction again and again and again to your love life, and they were like a classmate or something and not necessarily your best friend, that sounds like a pretty good indicator that they're interested to see if they are perhaps your type, if they wanted to figure out who your previous partners were, or, it's just a little hint. At least I'm guessing, because I'm not that well with social cues, and my romantic relationships were mostly train wrecks, so maybe do not take my advice. I revoke that.
In a way, yes. I suppose so.
You're in love.
The brunette's eyebrows shot up, but didn't push any further with that. What do you think love means?
Coming with the hard questions.
Wouldn't you know? Well, I thought I did, but don't we all during those short, blissful moments? That's what he was afraid that this was, but his heart pounding against his chest told him otherwise.
The timing. You cannot disrupt the most romantic moment ever.
Well, I think being in love would be different to what I believe. Now I'm intrigued.
Me too.
Tell me, oh wise one. He teased, nudging his elbow into the ladder's side after scooting closer. How funny. Well, I think there is love, which is something we automatically turn to when we are blinded by all of the bad because we are in love. There's that, and unconditional love. Then what is unconditional love? Love looked up, hearing the rain increase its downfall on them. Unconditional love. Well, it's like truly loving someone so much that I would love them even if they didn't love me anymore. He turned to face the Libro, whose hazel eyes shined like the stars itself for his gaze, wide with wonder and love.
Just very briefly, and I know I'm ruining the mood a little bit right here, but I want to say something to that, because in fiction this is great and beautiful, but I don't think unconditional love should exist in reality, or that it should be expected. I think that's a misconception, because it is very romantic in fiction, but in real life there is always something someone can do where they cross a line, and then love is just not a rational response anymore. And I mean, yes, people are tricked into giving irrational responses, that's not what I mean, but true unconditional love should never be expected, and I don't think you should give it to someone. Like, even if we talk parent and child and stuff, like, unconditional love is just, there is always a line to be crossed that people can cross. And I don't think that conditional love is something bad. Quite the opposite. I mean, that's okay. It's very brief and not in detail. Just quickly putting that out there. Be aware that I did not carefully prepare for this talk, so my arguments might be a bit flawed.
That's a beautiful thought.
Agreed. In fiction, very gorgeous.
I hope that you find someone like that.
Oh, but he already has.
Love dared to scoot closer to the Libro.
Okay.
A strike of lightning knocked the power out, but they didn't pay any mind to that, staring deeply into each other's eyes. They were both blind and deaf to the world around them.
Oh my god. And I mean, quite literally, and oh my god.
I think I have. There was a sharp intake of air from Yaku. The closer he got to him, it was the more breathless he got. Yaku raised himself up, pressing his lips against the middle blockers, knocking the suspenseful tension out of the air. He only prayed that the person Love was speaking of was him, or else that would be humiliating. But the response he got told him that he didn't need to worry about humiliation. Love pulled Yaku by the waist onto his lap, breaking the kiss and holding him close. Can you hear it? Yaku was confused until Love's hand pressed against the back of his head, forcing his ear to the taller's chest. There, he heard his heart thumping at a dangerously quick rate. You make me a mess. I love you, Yaku-san. Yaku laughed at the mere luck he had. You're too precious. He grabbed the middle blocker's hand and dragged it to his own chest, revealing his own pounding heart. My heart is about to explode. They laughed, cute. Getting lost in the honeymoon stage of their love with the rain pounding on the gym's roof. Love smiled. And he fell for him. Just like raindrops.
Stop. That's...
What is this? The Russian's brow creased towards her little brother.
Everything's gonna be right. We like her.
Somehow she had found out about the gym being locked and him liking boys. Love felt a knot in his throat. He wasn't ready to face this yet.
It's gonna be alright. We like her.
I fell in love with my teammate.
Yes, good. Stand by Yaku. That's perfect.
I love him.
That's the correct answer.
She stayed eerily silent.
Come on, we like her.
I'm sorry I didn't say anything. I was scared. I love him. When he looks at me, he doesn't know how incomplete I am. He sees me for what I am. He felt his own vision blur over his own tears.
It's gonna be alright.
Don't make me leave him.
She can't. She won't because
Please
we like her. Right.
His voice cracked before he broke down in front of his sister, repeatedly begging for his sister's support. She sighed, pulling her phone out and showing a picture from her album. It was a picture of her, but there was another girl. The most noticeable thing that he noticed was the girl was kissing his sister.
You can't do this to me, right? The amount of suspense, it's... Oh! It's okay. I knew we could trust her. We like
This
her.
girl. She's my girlfriend.
Oh, and you were scared to tell each other.
It seems we both had the same fear.
Okay, this is...
I didn't want you to stop looking up to me because of who I loved. Love couldn't help but laugh. I would say I'm disappointed that I didn't find out sooner, but that would be pretty hypocritical, don't you think? Does she treat you well?
Aww.
She smiled, her cheeks turning into a vibrant shade of pink. Like a precious gem. What about, what was his name? Yaku? Yes, he does. Like the only person in the world. Alisa grabbed her brother's hand. Why don't we have dinner? You'll invite Yaku and I'll invite Miwa. That way we can...
She's dating Miwa? Oh my god, I love this.
Introduce each other. Lev smiled. I would love that. He was happy. His sister accepted him and even turned out to have the same secret as him. But he was in love. It was even mutual, which is a complete bonus. Unconditional love.
Cute.
He would run to the ends of the world for Yaku, and he knew the latter would feel the same. He was so scared of rejection, abandonment, loss. But there would have been nothing to show if he didn't try.
It's called childhood trauma.
He tried, and he prevailed.
I love it.
There you lovely people have it. It just started hardcore raining, so if you hear that in the background, just don't mind it. But I do say that fluff was needed. Fluff was definitely needed because the amount of angst I have given you is just... Here's your fluff. This will definitely be a good start before we pick back on the You Were My Mother 2 series, which that's when everything's just gonna go down. That is the 13th part called Dauntless Warriors. That will be...
Okay. I think that was it about the video. Oh my god, how amazing was that? Okay, first, I demand another video about the dinner. Yes. Right, please make a video about the dinner. Oh my god, I need Miwa, Liev, Yaku, and Alisa at the same table. And I need Liev just very proudly introducing Yaku as his boyfriend and Yaku getting all flustered about it. Okay, please do that. It would be absolutely amazing. So, furthermore, oh my god, the lighting really... Oh, okay. I loved it. It was so good. Like, do this more often. And oh my god, it's just... I loved how non-toxic it was. Like, perfect. Like, couple goals, like relationship goals. Like, conclusion. Loved it. Beautiful writing. Beautiful voice acting. Like, so good. And yes. Okay, that's cool. Now, if you like this reaction video, even though it was a bit of a mess, consider leaving a like because it really helps the channel, and consider subscribing so you won't miss out on anything in the future. And if you want to see more like it, click on the playlist. It should be right here, I think. I never tried it. Click on the playlist right here for more reactions, and I hope you have a wonderful and amazing day. Subscribe if you like, and bye!